Hey guys, this is Gamby5874, and today I'm going to be talking about a very good way of making money, and that is with Mithril Platebodies. Now, the only requirements you technically need for this is 68 smithing, which would be to be able to make the actual plate body, and I think Mithril bars themselves just need 50 smithing, but 68 would be the requirement. You don't need any mining, but 55 would be nice, or 60 to get into the guild, but all you really need is 30 to make the best profit. The higher mining, the better. So, the things that you'll need, the only actual tools you'll need are coal and mithril ore. So, the way I do it is I've mined a bit of coal just through, leveling mining from the living rock caverns, and, just over time. And I also have my kingdom collecting coal as well. For non-members, just mining coal, basically the only way. But, it's not too bad. Coal is a lot faster to get than mithril ore is. So, coal also costs 272 GP right now, at this point in time at least, and so it is cheaper. Mithril ore is 426, so you need 1 mithril ore and 4 coal ore per bar, and that just makes 1 bar, which is why coal is more preferred to buy, because adding that up, you'd have to pay like 900 or like 1,000. I think it's like 1,088 GP for 1 bar just from coal. So you don't want to do that. I personally buy mithril ore. I do have it like stacked up from drops and whatnot, but not enough to do any decent amount of training. So the fast way to just do this is, the best way to do it is if you have a coal bag, but I died with it in the living rock caverns because I logged out, but it didn't log me out, or some bullshit. But anyway, I don't have that, so all I do is withdraw 5 and then just max the rest. If you do have a coal bag, I recommend using it, because you could just fill that up and then you can make a bunch more bars. I don't remember the exact number, but you are able to make a lot more with a coal bag. As you can see, it's giving 30 experience each, which isn't much, but after doing a bunch of bars, then that will add up to maybe a level, if you're lower levels. But the experience from this is from making the bodies. I believe my total will get me to 79 or 80. I'm pretty sure I kind of used vague generic numbers when I put it into a skill planner, but that is a lot, considering this part is slow, especially if you could only make 5 bars at a time. I recommend doing it with TV, or have another window open, or just doing something else. So the easy so once you make all the bars, making a plate body requires 5 mithril bars. So when trying to figure out how much money you're going to make, you want to calculate that with that. So 1 mithril bar, if you just buy the bar straight off of the GE, is 1,861 or 1,861 GP. So you could make more money by simply just selling the bars. However, you don't get the magic experience from alching and whatnot, so you could do that, and that will also not give you any real legitimate smithing experience besides the slow experience you get from smelting. So that is pretty much all you're doing. So in my case, since I didn't buy any coal, I'm just spending 426 on each for each mithril ore. So that multiplied by 5, which would be the 5 bars, would be 2,130 GP, which is 990, it's just under what I get from high alching, or just under 1,000 GP profit from what I'm making. Each high alch, remember it's just high alchemy. Each high alchemy on the Mithril Platebody gives you 3,120 GP, which is pretty good, and that's where most of it comes from. And then, of course, depending on your supply of runes, you'll need to buy nature runes, which right now cost about 190. So then you could just add that, and then, you make roughly about 700, 800 GP profit, plus all the levels you'll be getting. Hopefully, you'll definitely be getting some smithing levels, unless you are higher level. But this is a great way of making money. So let's just round down. Let's say I spent too much on the mithril ore, so let's just say I'm getting 700 profit each, and then, well, before that I'm making about, I think I calculated 3,100 bars, so that divided by 5 gives me 620 plate bodies times 700 profit, and I'm making 434,000 GP, which isn't too much. I feel like I did something wrong there. Oh, well, that was sole profit, but like 620 times 3,120 is almost 2 mil. So you do get quite a bit of money. The overall profit isn't like a huge number, but the more mithril bodies you make, then the more you're going to make. I believe you can do this with steel bodies also. You just have to be more careful with the ore you buy and how much you buy. If you're able to get the coal in all these situations, then you're doing yourself a huge favor by doing that. And even if you don't think that 2 mil or whatever is a lot of money, or if you're doing this on a smaller scale and you don't know if it's worth the time, then just go by the levels you'll be making, and you will still be leveling smithing quite a bit. If you're doing mining during this, then you'll definitely be leveling your mining a bit, and then your magic from high alchs. So that is it with the steel plate bodies. They do take a bit of time, just due to the amount of materials it takes just to make one bar and then just to make one plate body. But like I said, as long as you have something going in the background, then you should be perfectly fine. But that's it for my guide on making mithril plate bodies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.